Hey fellow fishing fanatic, there are 4 knots that you better not forget. Ha! I'm hilarious. I know. I should have been in stand-up comedy. I get it, I missed my calling. But seriously, these are 4 knots that every bass fisherman should know because they're stronger than most of them and they work in specific circumstances when others don't. For instance, you try to tie a knot on braid and you just keep seeing that it just slides right out. Well, I've got a solution for that. Without further ado, what are the 4? Number 1, the Palomar knot. Number 2, the improved clinch knot. Number 3, the loop knot. And number 4, the Albright knot. So let's get started with the Palomar knot. Okay, for demonstration purposes, I'm going to be using a giant hook just to make it easy, and bright braided line so it's easier to see. We're going to start with the Palomar knot. This one, you want to double the line over and pinch it like so, and you want to run that through the eye. Now obviously you're going to be using a smaller hook than this, so you might have to pinch it a little bit better than that, but then all you got to do is keep it doubled over and tie an overhand knot, which is just literally looping it through and pulling it tight like that. Now you want quite a bit of a tag end like this, so you can come back over, run it all the way around, pull it back up, and now we're going to just pull it tight. Obviously, if I was fishing, I would want to wet the line. Make sure that all of this line, none of it gets hung up right here or anything. You're all secured just like that. And that is the Palomar knot. It looks confusing at first, but it's actually really simple to tie. Really fast knot, and it's pretty strong. While it's no longer what most people consider the strongest knot, it will catch you fish. It's caught people fish for years and years, and you can use it in most instances. It's good. You can see this braided line is not slipping, so if you fish a lot of braided line, it's actually a really good knot for that. Another knot that's really easy and very strong, and this one actually allows your lure a little bit more free-flowing action, and that is the loop knot. So first things first, we want to put the hook down, take our main line, and tie an overhand knot. Simply loop it, pull it like that, and pull it tight, but not too tight. We want to make sure that the loop angles up kind of like that. Next, we want to go get our hook, run the line through the eye of the hook, and come back up through the knot here. Pull this down too. And now we want to run a few loops, 3 or 4, not too many, not too few. You can see I haven't quite cinched it down yet. We want to run back through both loops like so. Pull it down tight. Pull it up, pull it down, pull it tight like that. And now you would cut the tag end off. And what's nice about this way and doing the loop like it was is that when you pull it tight, the tag end actually points down, so if you're fishing through grass or anything, it's less likely to get hung up and get on that. And so there you go, cut the tag end, get to fishing. The next knot that we're going to do is the improved cinch knot. Now this one, I just call it basically a fisherman's knot. So all you got to do is take your line, run it through the eye, get plenty of tag line, and I twist it around 7 times or so. Now we're going to run it through, and this is where the traditional fisherman's knot ends. You just cinch it down from here. But with braided line especially, it just slips and slips. So we're going to take the tag end and run it back through that loop and back up this way, and now you'll see that it actually cinches down on itself as we pull it tight, like so, like that, and there it is. This works really well with braided line, once again, just because it cinches down on itself, and it's another really strong knot. I really like it. Cut the tag end, get to fishing with it. Okay, for this last knot, we're gonna tie 2 lines together. So this is how you'd put your leader on. You know, say you're running a braided main line and you're gonna put a fluoro leader on or a mono leader on. This is how you're gonna do that. It's called the Albright knot. So you wanna make a loop with your braided line, kind of like so. It doesn't have to be giant here. You're gonna run it from the top down, grab it and pull it towards you. And now we're gonna make about 6 loops towards our fingers at the bottom of the loop here. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, there's 5 and 6. So we've made 6 loops coming down, coming up towards our fingers. Now we're gonna go make 6 more loops going back towards the loop, towards this end. So 1, 6, and now make sure it's going back out the same as your other line here. It's gonna follow that one back out like so, like that. And now we're just gonna pull them tight. Grab both tag ends and pull it tight. I'm gonna have to wet this down. Now you see, you might have to actually help it a little bit. So you can pull it here like this and pull it down. Pull it tight. Keep pulling down. Pull it all tight. Make sure it's all tight. Make sure that knot is nice and tight like that. And now all that's left is clipping your tag ends. Once you've mastered these 4 knots, you'll be able to tie just about any lure you want to your fishing line. So it's important to watch this video 3 or 4 times through to make sure you've really got those 4 down so you can throw whatever you want on there. But one really important aspect that I didn't mention about knot tying is actually choosing the right pound test of line. And for that, I've got a video down below me to help you choose which pound test is best for your situation. So I'll see you in that video. But as you go, remember that education is important, but fishing is essential.